Welcome to Eagle Complete course. After we know a little bit about Autodesk Eagle, now we're going to start working with this software. We will start from making the schematic design from the Knight Rider circuit. The first step is we have to make a new project. In the Eagle control panel, go to the File menu on the top corner here. Choose New option and select the project. Your new project will automatically add it to the tree view here. Now, I'm going to rename the file to My First Project. Now we're going to add the schematic file inside our project. To do that, right-click on the project we just made. Click the New option and choose Schematic. Now, Eagle will automatically open the schematic window. So, here is the Eagle schematic interface. On the top, we can see the title bar, which contains the file name, and then the menu bar and the action toolbar. Below the action toolbar, there is a parameter toolbar, which contains different icons depending on the active command. Above the working area, we can find the coordinate display on the left with the command line, where commands can be entered in text format to the right of it. On the left side of the workspace, we can see the command toolbar, which contains most of the schematic editor's commands. Then, in the status line, at the bottom of the screen, instructions for the user appear if a command is active. Menu bar contains some menus here, like we usually see in any editing software. The options inside each menu mostly also appear on the other toolbar outside the menu bar. For example, inside the Edit menu, they have some commands here which also appear on the Command toolbar. So, we will discuss it further after this. Now, let's take a look at the Options menu. The first option they have is Assign. If we click it, the new window will appear. It shows us some shortcut keys to do commands. For example, to add a component, we can press Shift plus Ctrl plus letter A button on our keyboard. Then, to move a component, we can use Ctrl plus M shortkey, and a lot more. Here, we can also add a new key assignment to do a command, change the assignment, and even delete the existing assignment command. Now, let's take a look at the Action toolbar. Here on the left is an icon to open the existing file. This icon is used to save our file. This icon is for printing the file. Then, the next icon here is to open or create the corresponding board file. This drop-down here is used to load, remove, or create a new schematic sheet. This icon over here is to select libraries, which will be taken into consideration by the Add dialog. This command can also be done by clicking the Library menu here and select the Open Library Manager. Then, the blue icon here is used to execute a script file. This enables you to execute any command sequence with a few mouse clicks. By clicking this small arrow beside this symbol or right-clicking on the icon, will show a list of recently executed script files. The yellow icon here is used to start a user language program or ULP. By clicking the small arrow beside this symbol or right-clicking on the icon will show a list of recently used user language program. And then here are icons that represent different modes of the window command. The first one is used to fit drawing into the screen. The second icon is used to zoom in. Besides it, used to zoom out. Then, this icon is used to redraw the screen. The last one is used to select the new area. You can also use the middle wheel of your mouse to zoom in and zoom out, or click the middle wheel of the mouse to move the current drawing window. The next one is the undo and redo command. These commands allow you to cancel previous commands and to execute commands which have previously been cancelled. By typing undo list into the command line, we'll open a dialog that contains the entire contents of the undo buffer. Undo or redo list shows the list of recent actions. In parentheses, we can find information on how long ago this was done. Use the mouse, then up or down keys or the undo and redo buttons in order to place the delimiter. Click OK in case you are sure you want to have undone all the actions listed below the delimiter. Then, the red symbol here is a stop icon. It used to terminate the execution of eagle commands. Besides it, it's a go icon. It used to start the execution of an active eagle command, which allows further parameters to be entered by the user, like it is with auto or the mark command. Here on the next toolbar, we can see the display or layer setting. It is used to select and deselect the layers to be displayed. The grid icon is used to adjust the grid and to select the current unit. If we right-click on this icon, it will open a pop-up menu that contains the entry list, so we can switch back to the previously chosen grid settings. Then, the selection filter allows you to pre-select the objects and the layer sets you would like to execute a command on. This drop-down is used to select which layer we're working on. Then, in this section, they have simulation tools that we're going to learn further in the different video. Now let us move to the command toolbar. This icon is Info command. It shows the properties of the selected object. If you know the name of the object, you can use it as a parameter in the command line. Depending on the selected object, some of the properties can be altered in this dialog. This I like icon over here is used to highlight the object to be selected with the cursor. You can use this command while we have the layout design in the board editor. Then, this is group command. It used to define a group which can then be moved, rotated, or copied. After the icon has been clicked, the rectangular group can be defined by holding down the left mouse button and dragging the cursor to the diagonal corner of the rectangle. Then, the move command used to move any visible object. If you use this command and then click the right button of your mouse, it will rotate the object while it's attached to the cursor. The icon beside it is the mirror command. It used to mirror objects. Then, this icon is used to rotate object by 90 degrees. This is a copy icon. We can use it to copy parts and other objects. And to paste it, you can use the icon next to it. The copy and paste command also can be done by pressing Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus V button on the keyboard. The next one is a tool to delete visible objects. This is the Change tool. It is used to change the properties of an object. For example, the width of a wire or the size of a text. If the Escape key is pressed after changing the property, the previously used value menu will appear again. In this way, a new value can be conveniently chosen. Then, this symbol right here is used to add a design block. Then, this is an Add icon. It's used to add library elements to the drawing. It offers a convenient search function for packages here. If you click the right buttons on your mouse while the cursor hovering onto this icon, or click this small arrow here, it will open a pop-up menu that contains a list of recently placed devices. Then, the module command defines modules. A module can contain parts and nets as a part of the whole schematic. The module command also inserts module instances in the hierarchical schematic. A module instance is drawn as a simple symbol and represents the usage of a model. Then, this is support command. It defines an interface between the nets inside a module and the higher schematic level. Ports belong to module instances and can be connected to nets, similar to pins of components. The next one is the net tool. It used to draw a net, which is used to directly establish electrical connection between 2 points. Then, the blue icon next to it is to draw a bus line. In Eagle, a bus is a collection of wires. It is used to simplify complicated designs. So what's the difference between wire and bus? I'm going to give you an example. You can see we have two components with many signals, and we have to connect each signal with the identical name. The easiest way to do it is by using wire, by connected one by one. But it will need a lot of time if we have a complex circuit. So we can use the bus wire. We have to put the bus parallel with the components like this. After that, we can just connect the wire to this bus. It will be more effective and efficient. Then, the junction icon here is used to place the symbol for a net connection. In general, junctions are placed automatically, but nets which cross over can be joined manually by the junction command. This is a label icon. It used to place the name of a bus or nets as a label. Labels cannot be changed with change text, but rather with the name command because the label represents the net name. The name command is used to give names to components, nets, or buses. Then the value command provides value for components. The value for a passive component, for example a resistor, is 100 ohm, 200 ohm, etc. For integrated circuits or ICs, the value is normally the type of it. For example, NE555, 74LS00N, etc. Then, the reposition attributes command is used to align component attributes automatically. Automatically align name and value, apply to groups of parts for consistency, and use along with align tools for perfect layouts. To use it, click this component attributes icon. This will launch a submenu with several options here. The first is a drop-down allowing you to target what you'd like to do or what attribute you'd like your changes to apply to. Smash Only option will unlock the component text and you can move this around as you always have. Selecting name, value, or name and value enables you to specify predefined positions for the component text. Then, click on your parts to align the text automatically. The replace command is used to replace a component with another one from any library. This can only work if the new component has at least as many pins as the current one, and the pins as well as the paths have identical names or the same positions. This icon right here is to edit the 3D model, which we will learn more in the other video. The attributes command is used to define an attribute for a component. Attributes are free-definable and can contain any information. If you click the Edit menu here, then choose the Global Attributes option, you can define attributes that are valid for all components respectively for the whole schematic. After that, this is the split icon. This tool is used to insert a band into a wire. The next one is meter. It used to round off or bevel wire joints. The grade of metering is determined by the meter radius. Positive sign results in a rounded joint, negative sign in a bevel. Then, slice command is for cutting lines into two parts. If it is a routed trace, the gap contains a wire that connects the two parts of the signal. So, a signal is actually not cut into two different parts, but it rips up the trace according to the given width of the gap. Then the paint roller command is used to transfer selected properties of an object to other objects in the drawing with one mouse click. After activating the command by typing paint roller in the command line or clicking the icon in the command toolbar, click an object and its Copy Properties dialog will open from where you can select the properties to be transferred. Close the dialog with a click on OK, and now click onto the objects whose properties you want to change. Next, the pattern commands allows you to arrange multiple copies of the selected object in a linear or circular pattern. After that, the pin swap tool is used to swap two nets connected to equivalent pins of a device, provided the pins have been defined with the same swap level. A pin that is connected to several paths cannot be swapped. Then, the gate swap is used to swap two equivalent gates of a device, provided the gates have been defined with the same swap level. In Eagle terminology, a gate is a part of a device which can be individually placed on a schematic. For example, one transistor from a transistor array. The Optimize tool allows you to join wire segments in a signal layer which lie in the straight line. After that, there is an Invoke tools. Devices that consist of more than one symbols or gates can be fetched gate by gate. For example, in certain order, gate D before gate C if wanted. Info can also be used to fetch power supply gates that do not appear automatically in the schematic. This is useful and required, for example, when you are adding decoupling capacitors to your design. This command allows you to add a gate from a device which is located on another sheet. In such a case, type the name of the device into the command line after the invoke command has been selected. After that, these are some tools to make shapes. They have line command, arc, polygon, circle, and rectangle. Here you can also add text by clicking the A symbol here. The mark is used to define the new origin for the coordinates display by click on your mouse. Eagle has dimension tool, which can be used to draw dimension lines. It is possible to dimension objects drawn in the schematic, or you can start dimensioning at any position in the schematic with Ctrl plus left mouse click. Then, the ERC command performs an electrical rule check and a consistency check for schematic and board if already existing. Then, the last symbol on the command toolbar is the errors. It shows errors found by the ERC or DRC. So, that's the Eagle Schematic Editor environment. We will start to make a schematic design in the next video.